Today I am coming with a new topic. Do you really need a place away from cell phone towers? I am Kuch Baby Manuran and you are watching SKBM Videos episode 17. Base stations are required to enable mobile phone communication. They consist of different electronic components and antennas and are generally located on masts or on rooftops. Cell tower radiation is a radio wave from the microwave part of the electromagnetic spectrum. Base stations emit radio frequency electromagnetic fields with frequencies in the range 30 kHz to 300 GHz. The exact frequency of bands used differ between technologies and between countries. Electromagnetic radiations are of two types, ionizing and non-ionizing. Radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible light and ultraviolet all come under non-ionizing radiation. Radio frequency fields have the ability to penetrate the human body, and the main effect of this being a rise in temperature of the exposed tissue. Assessments of personal exposure levels can be accurately done only through on-site field measurements. This is because theoretical calculations are complicated by the many factors that influence the actual exposure, such as the height, tilt and direction of the antenna, absorption from trees, reflections from buildings as well as distance. Hence, distance alone is not a reliable proxy for exposure from a base station or cell phone tower. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, an arm of the World Health Organization, from the Interphone study published in 2010 indicated that the risk of brain tumor doubled for heavy users who used mobile phones for about 30 minutes per day over a period of 8 to 10 years. Hence, cell phone radiation was listed as a possible human carcinogen under Class 2B in the year 2011. A poor transmission environment caused by the base station being very distant will result in a higher output power and emission from the mobile phone in order to make a connection. So, better the connection, the lower will be the power output and emission from the mobile phone. There is a difference between a receiving antenna and a transmitting antenna. A receiving antenna is generally circular or elliptical in space, whereas a transmitting antenna is cuboid, squarish or rectangular in shape. Nowadays, we can also see many towers being shared by two or more telecom operators to decrease environmental and cosmetic impact. All mobile antennas radiate not at the same frequency. One antenna could be radiating at 800 MHz, whereas another could be radiating at 2300 MHz or 2.3 GHz. In some cases, for better connectivity, antennas are tilted around vertical axis. Such a tilt can change the plane of radiation and therefore concentrate high radio frequency radiation in the direction of the tilt. Radio frequency radiation also depends upon the number of antennas facing us. An antenna has a radiating pattern. Highest radiation exposure is at the primary lobe at about 50 meters from the radiating antenna. The unlucky cell phone tower neighbors has all right to know whether there is any fact in the sayings like living near cell phone tower is not healthy, There are multiple health risks associated with a life near cell phone tower, etc. Another widespread concern is that safety norms are derived based on heating effects on 6-minute exposure to radiation without taking into consideration their biological effects, as it is not proved conclusively. Also, there are arguments that results of many study reports vary depending on who pays for the study. Although we have been told countless times that cell phone towers are completely safe, many studies shows that constant close proximity to a powerful source of electromagnetic radiation may lead to the development of rare forms of cancer. So, a highly transparent mechanism for proper monitoring of the radiations from cell phone towers is required urgently, and the public has every right to know and verify the results. It is worthwhile to mention here that 5G frequencies don't travel as far and are easily interrupted by buildings and trees. Hence, 5G may require a much higher density of towers with a mini cell tower for every cluster of houses. Now, I am coming to the bottom line statement. Cell phone towers are coming closer and closer to us with the advent of newer technologies. We don't like to have all these high powered microwaves blasting through our houses on 24/7 basis. Shifting towers is not the solution, as they invariably end up somewhere around for cell phone connectivity. Hence, we need to implement a highly transparent system for proper measurement of radiation and to make the results available for public education and scrutiny. With this, I am leaving you. Do you find this video informative? If your answer is yes, please like, share and subscribe. Your support is really meaningful to me. Thanks a lot and see you next time with a new topic. A big thank you.